Just 5 minutes ago, the palace confirmed what Princess Anne found in Princess Diana's secret storage unit. And it's nothing short of shocking. Hidden for over 25 years, this discovery includes private letters, secret recordings, and more. What was meant to stay buried has finally come to light. The shocking revelation from the palace. Just 5 minutes ago, the palace officially confirmed that Princess Anne uncovered something unimaginable inside Princess Diana's long-hidden storage unit, and the royal world is in complete disbelief. This secret unit, locked away for over 25 years, was said to be off-limits even to senior staff. For years, there were whispers it existed, but no one had access, until now. Under palace orders, Anne was reportedly sent to inspect it as part of a royal archive review, and what she found left the room frozen. One insider claimed some staff fainted when they saw what was inside. The level of secrecy around the storage was staggering. Not even Diana's sons knew of its contents. Its opening has sent shockwaves through both the royal family and the public. But what makes this even more intense is what could be at stake. This discovery might not just be about the past. It could completely change how the world remembers Diana, revealing stories, names, and fears she kept buried. And now, all eyes turn to the one royal who lifted the lid: Princess Anne. Princess Anne, the reluctant investigator. She wasn't supposed to be the one to open it, but when the time finally came, Princess Anne, known for her no-nonsense attitude and loyalty to royal duty, was quietly chosen to access Princess Diana's hidden storage unit. And now, it's clear why. The palace needed someone trusted, discreet, and emotionally strong. But what Anne encountered inside the unit was something she never expected, and sources say it left even her visibly shaken. The unit, untouched since 1997, had been sealed away under Diana's name and protected through multiple security protocols. When Anne arrived at Kensington's private archives, she expected documents, maybe jewelry, not what she found. According to a palace staff member, she lifted the lid and froze. Her face went white. One royal aide said Anne stood still for nearly a full minute before calling in security. Whatever was in there, it shocked her to her core. And for a woman like Anne, who's rarely seen emotional in public, that says everything. Later that evening, insiders claim Anne was seen quietly weeping, something almost unheard of from the Princess Royal. A palace source confided, "She said it felt like Diana was speaking from beyond the grave." The big question is, why Anne? Why not William or Harry? The truth may lie in how carefully the palace is managing the discovery. With King Charles still in recovery, and with tensions between the Sussexes and the firm, the royal family may have turned to the one royal who commands respect across all sides: Anne. As one former official put it, if it had been anyone else, it would have leaked in hours. Anne keeps silent. That's why they trust her. But that silence speaks volumes. Her reaction tells us that what's inside isn't just emotional. It's deeply personal, possibly controversial, and almost certainly protected for a reason. Was it evidence of betrayal? A warning? Or something Diana hoped would be revealed only when the time was right? Whatever it was, Anne's reaction has only intensified the mystery. And now, with whispers swirling around what else may have been found, the world is waiting for what comes next, and wondering just how much more Princess Anne is keeping to herself. The hidden compartment, more than meets the eye. When Princess Anne first opened Diana's storage unit, it looked surprisingly ordinary: an old chest, some documents, and a jewelry box wrapped in cloth. Nothing dramatic. But what came next turned a simple inspection into a royal-level discovery. Inside that jewelry box, tucked beneath what appeared to be common keepsakes, was something no one expected. A false bottom, a secret compartment designed to hide something far more important. According to palace sources, it wasn't immediately obvious. It took a small shift in the weight of the box and a slight creak from underneath for Anne to realize there was something more. One royal insider revealed it was disguised so well, even longtime staff never noticed it during prior clearouts. It's believed this hidden space was custom-made, possibly at Diana's own request during her later years, when she reportedly feared her belongings were being monitored. And that raises even bigger questions. Why did Diana feel the need to hide things, even from the palace? Was she trying to protect herself, her children, or a secret she couldn't share publicly? The presence of a concealed section suggests a clear message. These items were never meant to be found easily, if at all. What makes this even more mysterious is that the items stored in the compartment weren't just personal trinkets. We're talking about things deliberately kept out of reach, items with emotional weight and possible consequences. As one former royal aide said, she didn't just hide things, she buried truths. There's also growing speculation about who helped her build it. Some suggest a close aide or private staffer may have helped create the compartment, while others believe Diana designed the idea herself after being burned by betrayal too many times. Either way, this wasn't a random storage trick. It was a calculated move by a woman who knew her world was never fully safe. And now that it's been opened, after all these years, one thing is clear. The storage box was just the surface. The real story was hidden underneath. What lies within that compartment could be the key to Diana's deepest fears, her most guarded thoughts, and the royal secrets she took with her to the grave. The contents: handwritten letters and confessions. Inside that hidden compartment was not treasure, not valuables, but something far more powerful. A stack of aged, handwritten letters, all in Princess Diana's own writing. Yellowed from time, folded carefully and sealed in envelopes marked with initials and dates ranging from 1993 to 1996, these letters were deeply personal, highly emotional, and filled with words that now have the palace on edge. What makes these letters extraordinary isn't just who wrote them. It's what Diana chose to say, and who she was writing to. One letter reportedly begins with the chilling line, "If you're reading this, something has gone wrong." Another refers to specific names, dates, and events that were never discussed publicly, suggesting that Diana may have been recording personal warnings or coded messages meant for trusted individuals. Palace insiders, speaking off-record, claimed the tone of the letters was urgent, almost fearful. "She sounded like she knew danger was coming," said one source who briefly reviewed a portion of the documents. There are mentions of broken trust, spying, and what she called the walls listening. These weren't diary entries. These were deliberate records, meant to be discovered only by the right person at the right time. The discovery is already sparking panic behind palace doors, not just because of what Diana may have revealed, but because the contents could implicate key figures in her life, including people still in power today. One staff member said, "If these letters ever go public, the narrative around Diana will never be the same." There's also growing concern about who now controls these documents. Since they were found in a private royal archive, the palace may try to lock them down permanently, sealing them away under the guise of family privacy. But the public's curiosity is only growing. Were these letters a final act of protection? A warning for her sons? A truth she knew no one would dare speak out loud? Whatever the intent, the words Diana left behind now carry more weight than ever before, and they may soon force the palace to face secrets it buried decades ago. More than jewelry, old recordings and shocking evidence? As if the handwritten letters weren't shocking enough, whispers are now spreading that the hidden compartment may have also held something even more explosive: recordings, tapes, and classified documents that could shake the very foundation of the royal family. While the palace has not officially confirmed these findings, multiple insiders claim that alongside Diana's letters were audio cassettes marked with dates and titles, and possibly sealed envelopes labeled "Private, Do Not Destroy." According to one source close to the archive team, there's more in that box than just memories. There's history, and some of it was never meant to see the light of day. Some believe these recordings contain Diana's own voice, speaking about events in her life that were never captured in interviews. Unfiltered, emotional, and possibly incriminating. The timing of these supposed recordings is crucial. Many of them are believed to be from the final 18 months of her life, during which she often expressed fear for her safety and discomfort with people around her. That period, from early 1996 to mid-1997, was filled with tension, tabloid pressure, and rising paranoia. Diana reportedly began documenting her feelings in private, possibly using a hidden recorder, similar to how her earlier conversations were taped for Andrew Morton's biography. If these rumors are true, the implications are massive. These recordings could contain proof of betrayal, names of individuals she distrusted, or even conversations she secretly captured. One report even suggested there was a tape where Diana discusses being followed, saying, "They're watching me. I know it." But why did she hide them? Because she likely feared they would be destroyed or twisted if discovered too soon. And now, with these materials potentially in palace hands, the public may never get to hear them. The fear is that the most revealing pieces of Diana's truth could be buried all over again. Still, as the leaks continue, the question grows louder. Will the world ever hear what Diana recorded? Or will these tapes vanish into the royal vaults forever? One thing is certain. What was found goes far beyond jewelry. It's evidence, its voice, and its power. The palace's silence and controlled leak strategy. Following the discovery, the palace did exactly what it does best in times of internal crisis: go silent. No press conference, no detailed statement, just a brief, vague line calling it an internal family matter. And just like that, one of the most explosive revelations in royal history was swept behind royal walls, for now. But while the palace stays quiet on the surface, behind the scenes, a very strategic leak campaign appears to be unfolding. Tiny bits of information, the letters, the compartment, Anne's reaction, are trickling out, just enough to stir curiosity, but not enough to confirm anything outright. As one insider put it, they want to control the chaos, not stop it. This kind of slow drip release is not new. The royal family has used it before, leaking just enough to manage public emotion, while keeping the most damaging truths buried. And with this, it seems they're trying to shape the narrative before the media does. But that tactic is already being tested. Since the reveal, social media has exploded. Tabloids are on fire, and royal correspondents are scrambling to fill the blanks. As pressure mounts, the palace risks losing control of the story. One source close to the investigation said, "They're terrified of the full contents leaking. Some things, if made public, could cause serious reputational damage." This may explain why some staff have reportedly been asked to sign new confidentiality clauses, particularly those near the archive rooms or legal departments. Still, their silence is only fueling the storm. Every hour without clarity invites more speculation, and some of the rumors are getting darker. Talk of destroyed evidence, secret heirs, blackmail, all unconfirmed, of course, but believable enough to grip a public already hungry for the truth. The palace may be betting on time and dignity, hoping interest will fade. But this isn't a minor scandal. This is Diana. This is legacy. And the silence is starting to sound like fear. Now, the world is watching and waiting. How much longer can the palace keep the lid on what was found? What it could mean for Diana's legacy, reputation, or revelation? With every new leak, one thing becomes more clear. What was found in Diana's hidden storage could completely rewrite how the world remembers her. For decades, Princess Diana has been seen as a symbol of compassion, tragedy, and quiet strength. But now, with confessions, warnings, and possibly audio tapes surfacing, a more complicated and possibly more powerful side of Diana is beginning to emerge. The letters reportedly reveal a woman who wasn't just hurt, but deeply aware. Some describe her as a chess player, not a victim, someone who anticipated betrayal and took steps to protect her truth. That alone could change how history tells her story. One palace source said, "She didn't just live through scandal. She documented it." For some, this only deepens respect. If Diana foresaw danger and left behind messages, then her legacy becomes one of bravery and foresight, not just sadness. But others worry. If the documents contain names, details, or accusations, especially involving senior royals, the fallout could be enormous. Most sensitive of all is how this could affect her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. The letters could force them to confront parts of their mother's life they never fully knew. As one royal watcher said, "What if she wrote things they weren't meant to see?" The emotional weight of that could be devastating, and also incredibly public. Then there's the question of damage to the monarchy. If Diana's hidden messages expose deeper issues within the royal household, the trust the public places in the crown could be shaken. People may begin to question everything, from how she was treated to what the palace may have covered up. And yet, for many, this is exactly why the truth must come out. Because legacy isn't about polished myths, it's about reality. Diana may have known that someday her truth would matter more than her silence. And maybe that's why she left it behind. Not to destroy anyone, but to finally be heard. So now, the world faces a choice: protect the image or embrace the revelation. Either way, Diana's story is no longer finished. It's just beginning again. Media frenzy and social media storm. The moment whispers of Princess Diana's secret storage discovery broke, the media landscape erupted overnight. Within hours, headlines from London to New York were screaming, "Diana's hidden letters found," and "Anne uncovers secret royal files." Tabloids spun wild theories, while social media flooded with everything from emotional tributes to full-blown conspiracies. Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube lit up with videos breaking down every detail, real or imagined. One tweet with over 2 million views claimed, "Inside the box were tapes naming names. The palace is panicking." On Facebook, dozens of royal fan groups began dissecting possible contents, timelines, and motives. It became clear fast. This wasn't just a royal story anymore. It was a global obsession. Some fans are rallying in support, calling for full transparency and honoring Diana's bravery. One post read, "If she had the courage to write it, we deserve the right to read it." Others argue for restraint, urging people to respect her privacy and the emotional toll on William and Harry, who could be seeing these revelations for the first time. But with no official confirmation of what's inside, the line between truth and rumor is blurring fast. News outlets are scrambling for exclusives, influencers are posting leaked documents with zero proof, and AI-generated images are even circulating, pretending to show Diana's handwriting. The palace's silence is only adding fuel to the digital fire. The real danger now? Misinformation. With no full disclosure, false narratives are spreading faster than facts. One expert warned, "In today's media climate, a lie repeated 10,000 times becomes truth to millions." And that's the palace's worst fear, that in trying to contain the truth, they've created the perfect storm of confusion and chaos. As of now, the #DianaFiles hashtag is trending in over 18 countries, and news vans have returned to Kensington Palace gates. In a world where secrets can't stay buried, and silence is seen as guilt, the pressure is building. Everyone's asking the same thing. If the truth isn't that bad, why is it being kept hidden? And until that answer comes, the storm will only get louder. Why now? The timing behind the revelation. The biggest question hanging in the air is simple. Why now? Why has this storage unit, locked away since 1997, suddenly been opened in late 2025? After more than 28 years, what changed that led the palace to finally give access? And why was Princess Anne the one sent to uncover it? Insiders suggest it wasn't just random. According to one royal archivist, the discovery may have been triggered by a routine audit of Diana's estate, ordered ahead of what would have been her 65th birthday in July 2026. Others whisper that a new legal issue, possibly tied to Diana's will or personal recordings, forced the royal family to revisit boxes that had been sealed under legal lock. But there's another theory, and it's spreading fast. Some believe the palace may have gotten wind that someone outside the family knew about the hidden unit and was preparing to leak its location. In a panic to avoid scandal, they may have staged this controlled reveal, using Anne as a safe, trusted figure to manage the situation. A royal insider stated, "It was better to let it out themselves than have it explode through the press." There's also speculation that this was timed intentionally, a calculated distraction from other issues, including King Charles's declining health or internal royal tension between the Waleses and the Sussexes. Opening the Diana file may have been a way to shift headlines and take control of the narrative. Still, it's hard to believe this was purely political. The emotional weight of what was discovered suggests something personal, not just strategic. One former staffer said, "Diana's voice was never truly silenced. Maybe it's finally time we listen." No matter what the real reason is, the timing is far from coincidence. Whether triggered by a legal deadline, royal transition, or fear of exposure, the truth is, this didn't have to happen now. But it did. And because it did, everything about Diana's story and the monarchy's control of it is changing fast. What happens next? Fallout, secrets, and speculation. Now that Princess Diana's hidden storage unit has been opened, the big question is, what comes next? The palace is under intense pressure. The public is demanding answers, and behind the gates of royal estates, damage control is already underway. What began as a quiet archival discovery is now spiraling into a full-blown royal crisis. Sources say palace officials have called for emergency legal consultations, possibly to decide what can be shown, what must be sealed, and how to respond if any materials leak. One insider warned, "The fallout hasn't even started yet. What's out is nothing compared to what's still in that box." As of now, the contents, including handwritten letters, alleged tapes, and potential documents with sensitive names and dates, are believed to be moved to a private vault, possibly within Windsor Castle or an undisclosed legal holding under the Crown. The public is unlikely to see the full contents anytime soon, if ever. But that doesn't mean they won't surface. There's talk that a former royal aide or staff member could leak excerpts anonymously. Journalists are already making offers behind the scenes, and some outlets are reportedly prepared to pay six-figure sums for even a single page or minute of audio. Long-term, this could reshape Diana's legacy and possibly spark a re-examination of her final years. Biographers, historians, and royal analysts are already revisiting timelines, past interviews, and old footage, trying to match known events with what these new materials could reveal. But above all else, one haunting question remains. Was Diana leaving behind a legacy of love or a warning of betrayal? Was this her way of protecting the truth or preparing her sons for it? The world may never get the full answer, but one thing is certain: the silence is over. Whatever is in those letters and tapes is now part of history, and that history is no longer under the palace's full control. The next chapter in Diana's story has begun, and it's being written not by royal handlers, but by the truth she left behind. With the royal family scrambling for control, the world is now demanding answers. Princess Anne's discovery may change everything we thought we knew about Diana. Will the palace reveal the full truth or bury it forever? One thing's certain: Diana's voice has returned, and it's louder now than ever before.